Graham, you were one of very few Honda teams to go down to low downforce qualifying trim yesterday. Tell me what that was like, how it felt, comfortable, not comfortable.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good actually. My car got a little loose in my last laps there, but obviously today's the day we're going to really work on that a bit more. I would say, the biggest thing is there's just not much more to go. I mean, we took the winglets off and things like that, which are just very efficient, to get rid of some drag. But I don't know where we're going to come up with 2 more miles an hour to catch the Chevys. So just going to have to see how today goes. And there's little things that we can do to trim, but at some point you get past the point, there's a lot of diminishing returns. And so we got to figure out where that is.
Could we see any of the old tricks of taking sidewalls off and other stuff come this weekend? And how would that work with this aero kit? Scary, not scary?
I haven't tried that yet. But yes, you could see that. I do think, for us, one of our next steps would be sidewalls, to remove them. And so I do, without a doubt, feel like that's a potential opportunity to remove some more drag. But again, you look at the sidewalls, and that's several hundred pounds of downforce for like barely any drag. I mean, that would be desperate. And at some point, you got to look and say, okay, we're going to qualify 12th to 18th, so maybe we should just take that, versus trying to risk the car.
With the extra boost and such, what is Sim telling us to look for in terms of a big number, good conditions with a Honda?
Well, with the Honda, we just got our engine map from Honda, the power curve yesterday. And so I don't know that we have a great idea of where it's going to be, but I would anticipate 5 to 6 miles an hour, so low 230s, I would think would be a good, solid lap for the Hondas. I'm thinking the Chevy's going to be 234, 233, something like that, I would anticipate. I mean, if you look at Pagano, did 227.6. Now, I don't know how far behind he was. It was a no-toe, but if you're 8 or 9 seconds, you're still getting something. But still, they'll be going pretty good.
The last question. So qualifying might be a Chevy show. At least in the toes, Hondas appear to be pretty good. More confident about race day, higher downforce package?
I do think our race car is pretty good. I'm pretty confident in the Steak and Shake car. And as you know, last year I wasn't feeling that good. Haven't been the last 2 years. And I think that we're in a pretty good spot here. But, the thing is, again, you go back to this race. I mean, I've been here long enough to know, like, there's guys that I've seen that just look like they're going to crush everybody come race day. You see these big laps from Sage and Marco, but you're never going to do that on race day. That is never going to happen. So you got to look at the consistency of it. Leo seems extremely strong right now. No surprise there. But then it could come race day, and it could be totally different. It looks like it's going to be 15 degrees warmer on race day, everything else, and that will change the show completely.